morning. Now I will discuss the industries and religions of the groups and the like. So, a severe recession in 1984 to 85 saw the economy shrink by more than 10%, and perceptions of political stability during the Aquino administration further dampened economic activity. During his administration, President Ramos introduced a broad range of economic reforms and initiatives designed to spur business growth and foreign investment. As a result, the Philippines saw a period of higher growth, but the Asian financial crisis triggered in 1997 slowed economic development in the Philippines once again. President Estrada managed to continue some of the reforms begun by the Ramos. Now, let us focus on the other dominant institutions in the Philippines. The religious institutions in the Philippines, the largest is the monotheistic Catholic Church. There are two belief systems, monotheistic and polytheistic. So the monotheistic religions that are based on a single deity, such as Christianity and Islam, while the polytheistic religion that have many deities, such as Philippine pre-colonial beliefs. So there are types of religious groups are the church, sect, and cult. The church is generally integrated with society, like the parish. Sect, meanwhile, sets itself apart from the predominant tenets of the church and offers slightly varied interpretations of the religious text. While the other cult is typically centered on the leader and is usually outside cultural norms. In 1907, for example, the millenarian group Lapiang Malaya launched an attack against President Marcos, wielding only balos and anting-anting or amulets. Authorities consider the group as a cult, although historians have offered a deeper interpretation of the incident. These are some of the religions in the Philippines. Yeah. Pre-colonial Philippines. Pre-colonial Tagalog society believed in Bathala, who created the earth, and man was superior to other ghosts, spirits, and creatures that guarded nature. Meanwhile, in early Visayan societies, the Babaylan were spirit mediums, from the words babay lang, women only. The Babaylan were usually women, and men had to dress up as a woman in order to invoke the gods and proceed with rituals. This indicates the special place women held in Philippine pre-colonial communities. About the Christianity and Islam. So in 1350, Islam started spreading northward from Indonesia of the Philippines. Before Miguel Lopez de Legazpi arrived in 1565, Islam was already firmly established in Mindanao and Sulu with Islamic communities in Cebu and Manila. When the Spanish arrived in 16th century, the Christianization process started. The Muslims in Mindanao and Sulu were not dominated by the Spaniards, who made trade treaties with them instead. So the Spanish crown assigned 5 religious orders to Christianize the natives: Augustinians, Franciscans, Jesuits, Dominicans, and the Recollects reductions were measured by Bajo de la Campana, or what we call under the belt, which means rounding up the natives in settlements near the church for their conversion. Now let us take a look at his excerpt from the Manila Synod of 1582. As a primary source, it provides us a picture of the close working relationship between encomenderos and the clergy regarding the spiritual education of the natives. Philippine Christianity is largely folk in nature, manifesting in a mixed influence of Christian monotheism and indigenous animism. For example, a farmer may also seek religion's blessings to prevent rice field destruction or before planting season begin. So there are also folk healers who use Roman Catholic symbols while performing their healing rituals. Outside Catholic churches, we will still find makeshift stalls that feel religious icon alongside anting-anting or amulets. The American period, the American focus on strengthening mass education. Most of the American teachers, however, were Protestants, thus resulting in a shift in the balance of Catholic influence since Protestant groups control the system of public education in the country. During the Philippine Revolution against Spain, the Catholic Church stood for the Spanish oppressors. So the revolutionaries like Apolinario Babini recognized the importance of building a native church. Now, Aglipay was appointed to organize a national church and thus became the first leader of the Iglesia Filipina Independiente, commonly known as Aglipayan. So in the 20th century, 25 to 33% of the population was Aglipayan. So in 1914, Felix Isagon Manalo founded the Iglesia ni Cristo. He was said to be the restorer of Church of Christ and God's last messenger. So in 2015, INC became the third largest religion in the Philippines next to Catholicism and Islam. So aside from Iglesia ni Cristo, many religious groups were established through time to challenge the supremacy of the Catholic Church, such as Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, and the Rizalists, who considered Noli Me Tangere and the Old Testament and the El Filibusterismo as the New Testament. So that's all with my report, and I hope you learned something. So now let's proceed to the next reporter. Thank you.